Bege died one autumn morning, when I had just turned 11. He lay quietly under the persimmon tree behind our house, where we had shared so many memories. I buried him next to it, placing a small tombstone on it that read, "Kenta's best friend." The red leaves fell like tears from the sky. I knew he had lived a full life, and I would live a good life too, as Bege had taught me. One day, Bege was not as agile as before. He started to slow down, sleep more, and his eyes became cloudy. I know that time spares no one, even the best friends. I spent more time with him, taking him for a walk every afternoon, petting him and saying thank you every night before going to bed. That Tet, I wrapped shum cake for the first time with my mother. Bege kept running around because of the aroma of down leaves, fatty meat, and green beans. When the cake was done, my mother cut a small piece for him, and for the first time, he ate it slowly, as if he knew this was a memorable moment. Every morning, I went to school early, helped my mother with the housework, but Bege was always my most loyal companion. One day when it rained heavily, I fell off my bike. My knee was bleeding, but Bege kept running around me like he was crazy. He barked loudly throughout the neighborhood until an adult came to help me up. When I was 10, my father passed away in a traffic accident. The house became silent, as if it had lost its breath. I didn't cry in front of my mother, but every night I buried my face in Bege's back and sobbed. He didn't say anything, just lay still, letting his warmth lull me to sleep. When I got better and walked out of the hospital gate, Bege's barking sounded like a familiar song. I sat down. He jumped on me, licking my face as if he was crying with joy. I hugged him. My heart shook with emotion, and I couldn't speak. That feeling doesn't need words. Only the heartbeat can understand. One day in early winter, I had a high fever, and my mother had to take me to the hospital. Bege was not allowed in, but every night he lay outside the hospital gate, curled up in my old shirt that my mother had brought him. The nurses and doctors knew him by sight, and were all moved by his eyes, which always looked towards the hallway where I lay. We grew up together like real brothers. I taught Bege to roll over, shake hands, and play dead, and he taught me how to listen to the wind, smell the soil, and know when my mother was about to cook my favorite braised fish on summer afternoons. Bege and I would lie under the persimmon tree behind the house. I would read comics. He would rest his head on my leg, his eyes half closed as if he were having a warm dream. Bege grew up very quickly, but he was still mischievous and loyal. Every day I went to school. Bege followed me to the gate, sat there until the school bell rang before returning dot in the afternoon. As soon as I turned the corner at the beginning of the alley, I saw him run like an arrow, jumping on me as if he had been a pot for a whole year. My name is Kenta. I am only 10 years old this year, but my memories of my childhood always have a name. Bege. Bege is a dog my father gave me when I was 5. On a rainy day in early spring dot, a tea was not a rare breed. Just a small dog with ash gray fur, brown eyes, and a drooping left ear, looking extremely silly. But from that moment, I knew I had a special friend.